you so much, Jerry. And we've just heard from the beautiful Vera Lynn. And the next best thing to the beautiful Vera Lynn is the beautiful Tony Stevens.
Hello there.
Welcome aboard.
Well, thank you. It's nice to be aboard.
What a fantastic day it is here at the Lake Mac Festival. Thank you for coming.
Oh, that's all right. I'm happy here sitting, blowing up balloons and doing the right thing for Lake Macquarie FM 97.3. And, sorry, I was just going to say about Vera Lynn.
Well, you're taking over the mic here because you are a presenter at FM 97.3,
Yes.
and a lot of people would know you from your Thursday gig.
Yes, my magic memories. Is that right?
It is.
Yeah, magic memories.
Can't remember it, the old dear.
I've only had tea today as well. But very good. Vera Lynn is a very good friend of mine,
Yes.
as many people will hear. She's did a promotional thing for me, which I always play virtually every week.
Yes,
And
yes.
I'm very proud to be a friend of hers. She's actually 100 years old. She'll be 101.
Well, you had an amazing event, didn't you, this year?
Yes, I did. In celebration of her birthday, I put on a big charity function down at Hornsby,
Yes.
RSL. I coupled it with VP Day. In
Yes,
England we
yes,
have VE Day, and that's the 8th of May 1945. VP Day was the 14th of August, I think.
Yes,
Victory in the Pacific.
Yes.
So I coupled it with that because there was too much going on her birthday.
On her birthday,
So we
And it
we
was a
raised.
celebration of her life.
It was indeed, and I had 6 beautiful singers with me. A lot of the ladies that actually have been over to Vietnam
Yes.
and done bits and pieces over there, and so they've experienced war as well, the
Wow.
same she did. Yeah.
So tell me, how did you get to be such a fan of Vera Lynn?
Well, I met her actually in Australia.
Wow.
When she used to come out around about the late 70s, early 80s, she would still come out every year. That's our
She's got some fans. There we go. You've got some fans there as we pass by. You can't escape it, Tony. You're a star.
I know. I keep bumping into them all the time. I'm in Rotary as well, you see.
Yes, you
and that
are.
was our old
Busy-
district governor just
busy
passed by.
lady.
So what did I do? Oh, Vera Lynn. Yes, she came to Australia to do her shows every year, to do her shows. Also, as a holiday, she'd always bring her husband with her, Harry, and often bring her daughter with her, Virginia. And when I was founding an association here, back in 1978, it was founded and inaugurated in 1979. I asked Vera Lynn if she would be our patron.
Yes.
And she has been our patron ever since.
Wow.
And
what's that association?
that's the Australian Ladies Variety Association, commonly known as ALVA.
Yes.
And our original idea was to raise money to build a nursing home, retirement village for performers, musicians, but red tape got, over the years, it's become so difficult to do things like that. So we now own about 4 properties, worth about $4 million
Oh my
now.
goodness
And
me.
we own about 4 properties down in Sydney and lease them out to the general public, and they help entertainers and anyone else in the business that need financial assistance.
Isn't that
personally.
fantastic? That is fantastic. So that was your entree
That's my
to
back.
Vera
Yes,
Lynn.
yeah.
But how did you get out to Australia?
Well, I came out in 1972.
Yes.
I left England in 1972.
And how old were you, if we can ask, in 1972? She's doing some calculations.
I think I was about 28.
Right, so yes, very adventurous for a 28-year-old to make it out to Australia.
I'm a 44 baby. Yes.
So what made you come out to Australia?
Well, I just
28.
Well, it was that. I mean, I've never been a star. Never had aspirations of being a star. And in England, you just go around in like a roundabout.
Right.
You just keep going to the same places all the time. I just wanted to.
So you
branch
were a
out.
performer in England?
Oh yeah, I've been a performer since I actually became professional in 1964.
Right.
I did a semi-professional before that. My mum and dad bought me a guitar when I was about 12, and then
Fantastic.
I went on and bought another one when I was about 15, a good one.
Yeah.
And I went on from there. So
Who were
I
you
started
inspired
off.
by, Tony, back then, with your guitar?
That's a funny story.
Oh, goodness.
We got
Another
time
one.
for it now.
Yes.
Well, actually, when I was at school, there was a girl in two years up from me. I went to a commercial college in Birmingham. And her name was Anne Bridgman.
Yes.
And it was a time when guitars had just come into their own as a rock and roll instrument, you know.
Yes.
And I mean, before that, it's always been classical and you know that, and jazz. And anyway, she had a guitar. She played the guitar, and she was always on the local television on the ATV in Birmingham.
Yeah.
And you know, I told her one of these days I've got a guitar now and I'm going to be just like you. Yeah,
exactly.
You know, and so she said, well, you keep on practicing, love. Well, of course, being 2 years older than me, she left before me.
Yes.
She went to. She joined a band in England called the Ivy Benson.
Right, Ivy Benson.
Do you remember Ivy? She was an all-girl band.
Ooh,
yeah,
that would have been very revolutionary for the time.
There was a movie made, but it wasn't exactly about the Ivy Benson band. It was based on the Ivy Benson band. Can you remember what that movie was called? It was about an all-girl band. Anyway, they did, And anyway, so I never saw her again. Years and years later, I'm in Ryde in Sydney with my second-hand furniture shop called Second Hand Rose, right? And I'm in the back there painting away, and this my husband's assistant called through and she said, how much is this table outside the office? I said, I think it's $35. She's not the one that was there last week, and I said, oh well, I'll come through. Or paint all over me. I'm a star on the front of my T-shirt. and I was looking down at this table because I'd been, you know, I used to sort of studied the furniture and over the couple of years prior to, and my head's going, and this head's coming down with me. And she said, I know you. And I said, well, I know your face. She said, did you used to go to the British School of Commerce? I said, yeah. She said, I'm Anne Bridgman.
Get out.
That's
all those
Australia. Yes, apparently she'd gone to New Zealand and come back to Australia because her parents were in New Zealand.
Isn't that amazing?
And came back to Australia. But I mean, isn't this a small world?
It is too small. Look, you have so many stories to tell us. Can we go to some music and then can I come back to you and hear some more stories? You're an absolute character, Tony. We'll have a few songs and then we'll come back to you.